Hi, first grade friends. It's Mrs. Bran. I wanted to hop on real quick today and show you one of our reading mini lessons that we're going to be talking about this week. So one thing that we are going to be learning is talking about, make sure you can see this, is we're going to be talking about our independent reading. So independent just means by yourself. Okay, so we're going to be talking about reading on your own and what that looks like. So there's a few rules that we want to follow. These rules can be used in the classroom as well as at home if you're reading. So I thought these would be good to share. So independent reading. So rule number one is you want to make sure that you quietly carry your book to your spot. So if you are in the classroom, there's different places that you are going to be able to sit to do your independent reading. If you are a virtual student and you are at home, there's probably also a couple different spots where mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, or whoever loves you at home can encourage you to be a good spot for reading your book. So you're going to want to make sure that you carry and take your book to that spot. Quietly. That's another key word. You want to do that quietly so you don't bother any other friends who are reading or maybe some of the adults that are working at home. The second thing to remember is to read silently or with a whisper voice. So this is super important if you are reading by yourself, that you are reading quietly so you don't interrupt anyone else that's working around you, whether that be other kiddos in the classroom or maybe it's parents or grandparents or adults that are working around you at home. So you want to make sure that you read to yourself in your head, or if some friends do like to read out loud, if you do need to do that, that you whisper as you are reading. Okay, so that's a good thing to remember. The third thing you want to remember is to read the book from front to back. So we've talked a little bit in person, I know last week, about the different parts of a book and how there's the front cover of the book and the back cover of the book. So you want to make sure when you're reading that you read from the front to the back, because if we skip some pages or we just jump to the back or jump to our favorite part, you might miss some important details that are in the beginning of that story. And so it's super important that you don't do that and that you read from front to back. And the last thing that you want to remember when you're finished is to carefully put the book in the same place you found it. I know those words at the bottom are hard to read, but you want to make sure that you put it back where you found it. So our friends in the classroom, if you got that book from your book box, you want to make sure that you put it back in your book box nice and neat. If it is a special time where Mrs. Brand is letting you look just one book at a time through the library, that you make sure that you put it back in the book bin that you got it out of. Because remember, our book bins are organized and sorted lots of different ways by author and genre and series and all that good stuff. And if you're getting your book from home, it's always important to clean up after yourself. So make sure you put that book back where you got it. And if you're not sure or you don't remember, ask the adult that's with you at home. Say, hey, where does this go? Where can I put it? And I'm sure they will appreciate you cleaning up after yourself. So boys and girls, thank you for listening. And we will be reviewing this multiple times throughout the year on how to do independent reading. So those are the 4 important rules that you want to remember, and we'll continue to work on that. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.